Hey guys, it's Luke here and welcome back to another video. You join me today for another car feature in the form of this facelift A35. It belongs to Keeley, a friend of mine, and as you can see, she definitely made it her own. It's wrapped in a Nosotec rosewood pink, and there's a couple of other bits that she's done to it to make it her own. So we'll catch up with her, introduce you to her, she can walk us around basically what she's done, maybe some of the stuff that she's got planned, and then we'll go for a spin. Okay, we're joined now with Keeley. Thank you so much for bringing this down today.
It's okay.
Freshly wrapped, isn't it?
Yeah. And a
bright.
Nosotec rosewood pink.
Do you know what as well? Like, I had a Nosotec on my M3 and the wrap is like really good.
It is. It looks like paint, and the wrap job as well, which was done by Identity, that is, it's really good. Like, I can't fault it at all.
The colour looks nice actually, because obviously pink is not my favourite colour.
Why not?
I guess it's yours.
Yeah.
But no, it looks really cool with the silver wheels as well.
Yeah.
And obviously the black panoramic roof and stuff like that. Very nice. You've had the car for a little while. About a year?
Yeah, since September last year.
Yeah, bought it brand new as well.
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Fair play.
I don't think Mercedes would be too happy with it now, but...
Well, hey, it's something different.
Yeah.
Something different, that's what it's all about. So obviously, everything that we see here, you've done, obviously, in your ownership. The wrap was just done.
Yep.
Wheels-wise, the rotiforms on there?
Yeah, Rotiform SGNs.
Nice. And they're like, what, 19s?
Yeah, 19s, yeah.
Very cool. Silver was always the plan, I guess?
Yeah, it was. It came with black wheels that are like diamond cut around the edge.
Oh, yeah.
And they just didn't look that nice. I really wasn't a fan of them, so that was one of the first things I did was change the wheels.
Yeah, because before it was wrapped, it was white, and I remember seeing the white with
the black wheels. Yeah, it wasn't a vibe.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. No, it looks pretty clean, to be fair. I think black wheels would look cool, but you would then lose the design of
everything, they don't show up as well either.
Yeah, exactly. Power wise, completely standard at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it's completely standard, so it's around 300 horsepower. It is actually a mild hybrid, but yeah, so that adds like an extra 10-15 horsepower, and also makes it a lot more economical, which is good, as I did buy this as a daily originally.
Fair.
But I've had to buy a daily for my daily now.
Daily for the daily.
Yeah.
You are the meme. No, fair play. I mean, to be fair, it's probably quite a good daily.
Yeah, it was, and until I added this and lowered it, and it just becomes a bit impractical at that point.
That's all part of the fun.
Yeah.
So is it, in terms of lowline kit, it's just the splitter, is it?
Yeah, just the front splitter. It's just a Maxton design one. It's pretty chunky though, so it's quite nice.
That looks pretty cool. Gloss black, obviously. Very nice. Have you got plans to map it?
I would like to. I haven't looked into figures. I don't actually know how well they map. But yeah, I would like to, definitely.
You'd probably get kind of more towards the 400 brake.
Yeah, hopefully.
Because it's, in terms of any kind of like bolt-on stuff, it's kind of just the exhaust that you've done, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got a Miltec GPF back exhaust system, which sounds quite nice. It does have some sort of factory pops and bangs, like little ones, which, it's just a nice touch.
So so that's just the factory software. It's just enhanced, obviously, with that. But obviously, these Mercedes are renowned for their interiors, this being the facelift as well. It's got a really nice interior. Completely standard in there.
Yeah, probably my favourite part, the interior, to be fair.
Yeah. No, it makes all the difference. Very cool. Should stick some bucket seats in it, why not?
I know, but then I'm going to lose all of this, aren't I? It seems criminal to put bucket seats in a car that has all of that. That
is true. But because you've got a daily for your daily now, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Or just stick buckets in the daily now.
Yeah.
Why not? This is obviously standard aero kit, so that's, you kind of don't really need to put like a body kit on it, really, do you?
No. And obviously, yeah, these bits, it's got the diffuser, all from factory. So there's not a huge amount you can do. And being the facelift, there's also not a lot out there for them either.
True.
I have looked for other parts and other ideas of what to do, but there's just not much out there.
Nothing, yeah. Because I suppose the front end's completely different, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
One thing I like how you've still got the chrome badges.
Yes. Yeah, I think
the wheels.
Yeah, I think they go quite nicely with the pink, to be fair.
No, it's really cool. I mean, was it always the plan to go pink, or was it like you could just got a whole swatch of loads of colours?
No, it was always the plan to go pink. So I've always loved pink cars, and I've always wanted a pink car. But all my previous cars would have looked quite tacky in pink. Like, you can't really wrap a Fiesta pink without it looking cheap.
Fair enough. Yeah.
So I needed something slightly more classy to wrap it pink, so it looked nice.
Yeah. No, why not? No, it's cool. Very cool. Brilliant. Well, I mean, I haven't been out in one of these before, but I think if that's pretty much everything, we'll hop in and go for a spin.
Yeah.
Oh, shifts sound nice.
Yeah, it does.
That's not bad.
It's not bad.
Standard power.
Oh.
It's rapid, mate.
Yeah, it's too fast for my air fresheners.
Yeah, those shifts sound nice. And you get like a little shunt as well.
Yeah. Yeah, it is quite nice.
If this was a daily, that's not a bad daily, to be fair.
I know. I shouldn't have ruined it.
What do you mean ruined it? What do people think of the pink? Is it a bit like...
No, I've had a really good reaction to it, actually. Yeah, really good. Everyone's like, oh, it's such a nice pink.
It is a nice pink.
Yeah.
It's always nice, really, because obviously when people modify their cars, ultimately it's for us. Like, you've modified this car to your taste.
Yeah.
But it is always nice when other people say, oh, actually, that looks really smart.
Yeah. Yeah, it's lovely. I've had so many nice comments. Like, if I go to a petrol station and fill up, I always get like whoever's working in the tills at the petrol station being like, oh, that's so nice. Someone asked me yesterday if it was a Mercedes colour, and I was like, no, unfortunately they don't do them that colour.
They should do.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably the only one in this colour.
Yeah, that's what she said. She was like, I've never seen a car that colour.
Oh, bless.
Oh, thank you.
But it's crazy how far like wrap technology has come now, when it can look like paint.
Yeah. Yeah, I said, oh, I had it wrapped, and she looked a little bit confused, but...
Is it wrapped? What? There's if you had to go quite slow around here, because it goes to like single file.
Okay.
It's a bit dodgy.
Yeah, let's not crash on the channel. That would go down well, wouldn't it?
Banter.
I went out for a 10-minute drive with Keeley and she crashed.
It'd be a great title. No, don't. No, it's a nice car to be in, isn't it, really?
Yeah.
I mean, you've obviously enhanced the outside, but the inside is still really nice. Although it would look really good with bucket seats in it. just bin off all of these important buttons.
Yeah. What kind of bucket seats?
Pole positions.
Yeah.
Because then you could put a heating element in it, and you'd probably still have the heated seats to work.
Yeah, I do like my heated seats.
Yeah. I mean, it's warm today. Okay, you don't have your heated seat on. That would be like psycho behaviour. The middle of summer with the heated seat on.
Yeah, that would be.
So, I mean, it's clearly enough power at the moment.
Yeah.
But you like modifying your cars.
Yeah.
You're going to map it, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're going to map it.
Yeah, I would like to.
Would you go just stage 1 or stage 2? Because stage 1 is easy.
Do you know what they need for stage 2? Because I don't really know much about them, to be fair.
So, I mean, ideally an upgraded intake, so like even like a panel filter.
Yeah.
Or like an e-Venturi or something. I'm talking from experience with mine.
Yeah.
Ideally like a downpipe, so like a sports cat.
Yeah.
And then just the software for it. So, I mean, you don't need to do loads.
Yeah.
The standard charge cooler you can leave. But yeah, it's mainly just downpipe and a tune.
Yeah, I think these are a bit more reliable than the facelift, because the pre-facelifts are really known for the head gaskets going.
Yeah.
So yeah, when I first got it, everyone was like, "Oh my god, don't map it, don't map it." But I think these, obviously, they're not that old yet for anyone to really know. But apparently, they're a bit better with reliability.
But it's probably a different engine anyway.
Yeah. Because the pre-facelifts aren't hybrid, are they?
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
They definitely changed some bits.
Yeah.
Probably the slowest car you've had on the channel, but hopefully the prettiest.
Stop trying to get words out my mouth. No, to be fair, it does look cool. I think we were chatting. I don't think I've had a pink car on the channel before, so
no.
There is that.
Yeah.
But I mean, a modified car doesn't necessarily have to have loads of power.
No, I agree, but I know it's a little bit more interesting when you're talking about it.
Yeah, I suppose.
If you're like, oh yeah, it's got like 700 horsepower.
Like, whoa! No, it's all good fun. It's nice to experience lots of different things.
Yeah.
Like for me, this is what I tell people, like even off camera, like it's nice to just experience other cars.
Yeah.
I mean, most of the purchase decisions I've made are off the back of experiencing that car in like one of these videos.
Oh really?
Example. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't do that. I just was like, I need a new car. I like an A35. I didn't even test drive anything else.
Seriously?
Yeah, didn't even look around. I went straight to Mark and I was like, I want one of those. And then
one of them, please.
Yeah, test drove one. A very basic one. It didn't have like the aero kit or anything like that. It was quite tame. But I was still like, yeah, this is really nice actually.
And then just full send.
Yeah. Can I have one, please?
I suppose when you map it as well, you can also map the gearbox.
Yeah.
So then, I mean, the shifts are still pretty decent. To be fair.
I don't know if it would need it really.
Yeah. Full send.
You just want me to crash on the channel so you get views.
No. Do you know, it's actually not bad in the corners, is it?
Considering I don't know the road, I'm going pretty easy.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I'll do it again then. I mean, considering, what is it, just on lowering springs, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's not that bad.
No.
And to be fair, that's one thing about my 45 is I'm just on the springs on that, and it handles literally like so direct, like it doesn't wash out or anything.
No.
Even on track, which I was really surprised about.
No, yeah, it is pretty good. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you for coming down.
That's okay.
And showing me this. Yeah, no, it was cool fun. Cool fun.
Cool fun.
Cool fun. Jesus.
Make sure you subscribe so you can see some more cool fun with Hampshire photography.
Are we doing another jump?
Yeah.
Are we?
Oh, no. It's too heavy.
Yeah, that's one thing. They are.
Yeah,
heavy,
they are heavy.
Anyway, thanks for doing half of my intro for me.
That's okay.
If you want to learn more about the build, I'll leave Keeley's link down in the description down below to her Instagram. But for me today, that is it. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you have, please make sure you leave a like and make sure you subscribe for all the adventures still to come.